New Year's Eve. Um, Back to record my vlogs because I got a lot on my mind, you know? Um, I keep going back and forth in my mind whether on what I wanna do with like just content in general. And the more I think about it, the more I realize that content is something that I used to be really passionate about. And nowadays it kind of feels like I don't know, feels like I've almost outgrown what I used to do, you know? It's so hard to come to terms with something like that. Let's say you've had something that you've been passionate about for so long and you want to get back into it, but you realize it just ain't for me anymore. It's, it's something you don't really know how to accept until you come to that point where you feel it, you know? Like you just feel like it ain't the same, you know? Um, it is currently 9:10 p.m. December 31st, going into 2026. I don't know what this year holds for me, but I know God is going to lead the way. I think I want to make a 180 in terms of what I want to do, and I want to start making content that feels like it fits me and what I like to do, which is spread the gospel. So I want to see if I can, I don't know whether it be streaming where we just, do some Bible study and stuff like that, or whether it just be like, I just make videos like these and we get to learn a thing or two together. Whether you're a believer or not, sure there's something for you to learn. I just got to add on my Spotify. I got to mute that. But yeah, certain things you just kind of outgrow. Certain things you just feel like, you ever had that feeling of something like tugging at you? You know what I'm saying? Like it's something you can't like put into words or understand for real, but you know it's there. Like it's almost like a calling. You feel me? Or if you never had that feeling, well, it's the best way I can describe it. It's like something tugging on you where you hear it and you feel it, but you ignore it because you don't want to make that change. You're not ready to make that change. You feel like you're not ready. But it comes to a certain point where you gotta stop ignoring what's real and what's not. You gotta stop ignoring how you really feel. And how I really feel, in all honesty, is like I have outgrown my old content. It seems crazy to say because it's such a short time. I feel like I've outgrown being an entertainer for the sake of entertaining, but I want to share the message that I truly do believe in, because who knows, that message could save somebody's life. Same way it did with me. It's hard to understand or explain to somebody else if they don't believe the same way you do or think the same way you do. But I wouldn't be honest if I didn't say that's how I felt. I'd be lying. So for the next year, I do want to try to make that switch to whether it be content, not content, I don't want to do count. I feel like that's the wrong word. I just spread the good news, It's like that's the thing I'm most passionate about. Video games, movies, TV shows, all that extra stuff aside, all that stuff is just a hobby, you know. This is more like my actual life, you know, because it kind of hurts when you can't share a part of your life that feels real to you. You kind of just do what others expect you to do, and that's not how you should live your life. That's what I've been doing for so long. And I even convinced myself a couple times that that's not what I was doing. In reality, I was. So, I'm making this on New Year's Eve to hopefully start off the new year. No, not hopefully. To start off the new year with that mindset and really embody what I'm saying and what I really believe. You know, it's gonna be, for me personally, it's gonna be hard, maybe even awkward. Um, you know, and I may even lose people along the way, but I feel like the first change in terms of making yourself happy is doing what really calls you know? And I haven't been doing that for a long time. Kind of ashamed to say that, but it's the truth. So, I'm in this video by saying this. Whatever is calling you, whatever you want to do, if you're ignoring it, then you'll know. You'll know. And once you do know, make an effort to follow what that voice is telling you to do. Because if you don't, you're simply playing a character. You know, you're simply doing things for other people's approval. And I don't want to do that anymore. Feels like I'm standing on my own two legs for the first time. You know. But yeah, that's all I wanted to get out there. New year, new me. Not just playing. And I know like people like to say that, but like for real this time though, you know what I'm saying? Like I just, what that means for all the old stuff, guess I just gotta leave it behind. It is what it is, man. I'm gonna lose money, I'm gonna lose time, gonna lose all this different stuff. I ain't gonna lie, I don't care, bro. You know? You gotta make sacrifices in this life to chase after the gift that God gave you, you know? Towards your purpose. But yeah, that's gonna be all for this video. Hopefully I can look back on this and say I did what I came to do, you know. And if this be the last night that I live, hopefully I left you with some food for thought, something to look forward to. See.